Andrew Jarecki was recently on Joe Rogan and discussed how he managed to get Robert Durst on the Jinx.
I made this film. Ryan Gosling played the Bob Durst character, and Kirsten Dunst played his wife. Really investigated that story so that we could tell the tale of what had happened to them in an accurate way. While I was doing that, we reached out to Robert Durst, to the real Robert Durst, and I said, so we're making this film about you, and we'd like to talk to him, get his input, make sure that we're trying to tell the story accurately.
What was the premise of the film?
It was basically the story about him and his wife when they first met, this rich guy and this girl from sort of the other side of the tracks, and then how eventually that relationship got toxic. Eventually he kills her, and then later his best friend, Susan Berman, who knows about what happened to his wife, starts to become problematic. Then he kills her, and then later he moves to Galveston, Texas, and disguises himself as a deaf-mute woman, if you remember this. And he ends up becoming friends with his elderly neighbor. He figured out who Bob Durst was and that he was sort of on the run, and he dismembers that man. He kills him and dismembers him. So in 2010, it's about to come out in theaters, this film, and there was a big article in the New York Times about how accurate it was. And the real Robert Durst reads the article and calls me out of the blue. I knew that he was trying to reach me so I could record my very first phone call with him. And I call him and I say, listen, I'm keen to talk to you. I've been making this film about you for the last 5 years. And he said, well, I would like to see the film. So I arranged for him to see the film. And he calls me immediately after he sees the film. And he says, I want you to know I like the movie very much. The movie kind of shows him killing three people, right?